Hi everyone, so today we are doing this card, which is called a 3D collapsible frame card. Now I first saw a German lady do this. I'm going to try and pronounce her Insta name, but I'm going to get this wrong. Heikes Kartenwerkstatt, I think is her name. And she saw it from Bibi Cameron. And I'm not sure who did it before then. If it was Bibi's idea, it might have been, because Bibi comes up with lots of fantastic ideas. But I really liked it. I think I've seen Jennifer Maguire do something similar as well. But yeah, I just think it's really cool. So you get this lovely 3D card. Obviously it stands up, it's a 10-fold card like that. But it also folds flat for posting. So if I try and hold it up for you, you can sort of see it folds flat for posting. So yeah, really beautiful, really like it. So much scope for all different things you could do with this. I've done this on a 5x7 card, so this will fit in an envelope for 5x7, but you could do it on a square card, you could do it on whatever you want. Whatever your sizes are, you could really easily factor this in. Okay, so we're going to have a go with that today, so let's get into it. Okay, so to make this card, you are going to need a few bits and bobs, not very much. You need a card base that is 6.5 by 11.5. You need a card blank that's 5x7, or if you don't have a card blank that's 5x7, you need a piece that is 10x7. And you score it down the middle at 5 inches, and that will make you your card blank. And then optional, you don't need to have this, but I also used... got a piece of pattern paper, pattern card. This is actually from that craft sensation pad that I showed you in a previous video. I'll try and link it below if I can find it. And this, I made this slightly smaller than the back of my card. So this measures 6.25 by 4.25. I think that's right. Yeah, 4.25 by 6.25. So that is just slightly smaller than that there. Okay, so if we start with the 6.5 by 11.5, and we bring our scoreboard out, and then we're going to score at 4.5, 5, 5.5, and then we're also going to score at 10. And at 10.5 and at 11. Okay, so that's all the scoring that you need to do. Okay, so then what we're going to do is, starting with the first score line, that's going to be a mountain fold. So we're just going to fold and burnish. Okay, so then the next score line along is going to be a valley fold. And then the next one along is going to be a mountain fold again. Okay, so you should end up with that, which is like a concertina. Just make sure that yours doesn't go squishy like mine has. It's gone a bit squiff. It's gone a bit squiffy at the top there. Then on the other ones, you do exactly the same again. So you do a mountain, a valley, and a mountain. Okay, so you should end up with that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, before we start sticking things together, we're going to die cut this front piece here. So this is your main piece. This is your back, and then this tab is actually going to stick at the bottom of your front piece there, because then you're not going to see it. You can stick it behind if you want to. If you want to do it the way around, you can. It just means you will see a bit of your tab, that's all. So it's up to you really how you want to do it. I think I am going to stick mine. Actually, no, maybe I should do it that way around. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it this way around because I think it's going to work out easier in the long run. Right, so I'm going to stick it this way around. So my tab's going to go up my front. Okay, so work out what your front's going to be. Is it going to be here or is it going to be here? Work it out which one you want to do. I'm going to go for this one. So what we're going to do on here is I'm just going to find halfway on my card. So it's 6.5, so we want 3.25 is halfway. And then I've got a die. Now it's up to you whether you want to, obviously if you've got dies you can use them, if you've got dies that are the right sort of size. If not, then just go ahead and cut it out, you know, make yourself a little template of what size you want your aperture or apertures to be, and then just cut yourself out a template and do it that way. I've decided I'm going to have 3 apertures on the front of my card. And I'm just going to line this up so I've got an even border at the top and the bottom, and I need to make sure it's straight, which I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. And then I'm just going to tack that down like that, and I'm going to go and run that through my die cutting machine. Okay, so I've done the first aperture, so now I'm going to do the other 2 either side. Okay, so once you've cut out your apertures, wherever many you're having, 1, 2, 3, got a little bit of a mark there, but I shall cover it up with a butterfly or something. I'll cover it up with something probably. Right, so on the inside here, you now want to go ahead and stick your pattern paper in. If you're using pattern paper, you might want a stamp in there, you might want a distress ink, you might want to do, I don't know, whatever you want in there. I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. I've gone ahead and stuck my background in. Now I just suddenly thought this tab here might be slightly bigger than what I've got at the bottom of here, and it is slightly. So if I just put that together like that, you can actually see the white poking through the frame. So I'm just literally going to shave 1/8 of an inch off this, just so that I don't have to worry that that's going to get in the way. Okay, so I've just shaved a tiny bit off there, literally like 1/8. I'm now going to go ahead and stick red tape on that piece, and this is the outside of my card. Okay, so I've done that. I'm now going to take the backing off my card, turn it over, and then fold this concertina bit back up again. Fold this concertina bit back up, and we're going to stick the 2 together. And I'm going to start at one end and work my way down. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And you want it to lie nice and flat. So there you go. There you have your little frame thing. Now I'm actually going to turn that around, I think. Yep, I'm going to turn that around. I'm going to turn that around only because of this mark, because it's easier to cover up here than it is at the top. I think I might struggle from the top, whereas from the bottom I might find it a bit easier, potentially. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, okay, so then what you want to do is, if you bring your card blank in, if you want to stamp anything in the middle, do that now. Otherwise, what you want to do is take your panel and you're going to stick it onto the front of your card. Now, if you want to, you can put a matte layer on the back of there, so then you've got a bit of a border. I quite like the white on white, although I'm now reconsidering whether I actually want to go with something behind. No, I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick it straight on. So we're going to go ahead and stick that down. Okay, so there's your card. That's the beginning of your card. So now it's all about decorating it, basically. So I've die cut out a whole load of flowers and a whole load of leaves. And I'm going to go ahead now and just sort of add some in and work out what I want where, and just decorate the whole thing, basically. Okay, so I went ahead and decorated it. I didn't decorate it exactly how I wanted to do it, but I kind of pressed for time, so it will do. But yeah, so that's what I've done. I think the fern die was a first edition, Trimcraft first edition foliage die. These flowers, I don't know where I got them from. I think I got given them, to be honest with you. And this was something I got given as well. So yeah, so that's, and it just stands up like that. Obviously there's the side profile of it, but you could really go to town. I haven't really made use of like these little struts here. You could really go to town, put things on there. You could also do it this way up as well if you wanted to. and have, you know, all sorts of things. You could change up your apertures, maybe have, if you wanted like a fishy based one, you could do one with like circles cut out and have little creatures poking out. You could have one big one on the front. You literally could do what you want. You could use acetate. You know what I mean? Like, there's loads you can do. And obviously it folds flat for posting. You would probably need to put it does fold flat, there's a bit of bulk to it, but you would probably need to put it in maybe a box envelope, maybe just actually you could probably fit it in a normal envelope, to be honest with you. Just don't use card that's too thick. But I just really like it. I think it's so such a cool card, and there's so much you can do with it. So I hope you liked today. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you next time. Bye!